Good morning, students. We will see about the today about the environmental health. Introduction about environmental health, and in this video we'll see about the water. Okay, what is environment? Environments are like what is surrounding us, right? The environmental basically we can divide into physical environment, biological environment, and social environment. Which environment is more needed? All three are very important because health is a state of complete physical, mental, social, psychological well-being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. When your social environment is not good also, you are prone to get a disease. Correct? So this environmental health is an important unit in any community health nursing subject. Most of the diseases are coming due to the improper environment, unhygienic environment. Example, COVID-19 is a biological virus started coming. What is the other diseases are coming? Some of the diseases are coming mostly by the physical water, like air pollution, soil, housing. Ma'am, how it is all coming? Yes, water. Water is a diarrheal diseases are coming, right? Air pollution. If you take in Delhi, how many people lifespan is reduced to 10 years? Those who are having an asthma problem, those who go to Delhi, they died. One of my classmates' mother died at the age of 45 due to the poor weather in a Delhi climate. So these environment have a highly influence upon the health. So as a nurses to learn about this environment is an very important. How does this cause the diseases? The first one which we are going to see about the water. Water is a very essential element. If you take a whole world, 80% of the world is full of water, isn't it? 3 by 4th is surrounded by the water. Before the God created, fully it was in the water. Then only then land God has created. Every of our body we have a water. 85% of the water. So we need our body is secreting solutions in a water form, either the saliva or gastric solution. Even saliva, if you take 1.5 liter every day, it is being secreted. So the basic requirement to get us good secretion in our body, we need daily requirement of water. Daily requirement for what? Daily requirement for bathing, cleaning, drinking, everything. For example, one person need 150 to 200 liter per day. Okay, it is essential. What is the use of water? Use of the water to take care of yourself and take care of your family, clean the house, clean this one and make this one, and many uses are there, right? Even a film making industry is water. Your Coca-Cola company need a water. Individual to live a water, to take bath a water. Everything is in water. Where do we get a water? Where it is coming? Is it coming from sky or it is coming from earth or it is coming from space? Yes, it is coming from sky. The main sources is the rainwater. When it is coming from the earth, it is called the surface water. The surface water, example, rivers, tank, all these things. The surfaces are shallow, all the deep well, groundwater. That's under the ground. So it is called the groundwater. So the surface water may be a river water. Sometimes the man is creating a dam. That is called the reservoirs. We reserve the water in the dams to prevent the water going to the sea. Correct? And the groundwater. So ground, shallow well. If you are going to the sea will be a salt water. Before that go to the seashore will be there. Where some people will dig dig a grave, something, and there is a good water will be coming. So you will be surprised. The sea water is a salt water, shallow well water will be a sweet water. So where there is, okay, so that is the shallow well, like a very shallow. It's not a very deep. In a over level itself, you will get it called shallow water. Deep water will be a deep well. Maybe the diameter of the well will be this one or this one, and the spring. Okay, these are all the sources of the water we are getting. Correct? Yes. It is very important how these sources should be clean. Otherwise, you will develop some diseases. Right? What all the diseases will come? we will see. Rather simply writing what is water pollution or waterborne diseases, if the question coming, simply writing hepatitis B, hepatitis C, or cholera, typhoid, nobody will give that as such a mark. They will give a mark, but maybe 3 mark. But if you divide under the various heading, viral, bacterial, protozoal, helmintic, leptospiral, snail, cyclops, like that you can divide. Viral means hepatitis A, hepatitis E, polio, rotavirus, diarrhea. Bacteria means typhoid, paratyphoid, dysentery, cholera. Protozoal is amoebiasis, giardiasis. Helmintic or the roundworm, threadworm, hydroidoid diseases. Leptospiral is a Weil's diseases. Snail is called schizmoniosis. Cyclops is called guinea worm or fishworm or tapeworm diseases. What about other diseases like a fluorine content is very high, that fluorosis. If the sodium content is very high, you will develop the cardiac diseases. So these are all the water pollution, the polluted water, polluted by the bacteria, polluted by the virus, polluted by the people. So how will we prevent this one? So long ago, before the groundwater, every house there will be a well. So prevent this water pollution, you have to maintain the quality of the water. The qualities you have to maintain by adding some this one or disinfectant, or you will maintain the qualities of sanitary well. The well which you are taking a water, it should be possess some qualities. What is called, this is qualities of sanitary well. Always asked a 5-mark question, what is the quality of the sanitary well? So this location, it should be at least 15 meter away from any damages, right? What is the dangers? Or this one maybe the 15 meter away from the septic tank or 15 meters away from the drainage, it should be. And where this well should be located, it's in a higher area, lower area. Whenever I ask the question, people will tell, ma'am, well should be in a lower area. Is it correct? It is absolutely wrong. The well should be in a higher level area. Why it is not supposed to be in a lower area? Some flood is coming, so all the debris and dead bodies will be entering into the well. If the well is in a higher area, it will be better, right? When there is a flood or the debris will not enter into the well. So it should be in a height area, we dig the well, right? Yes, so it should be in a highest area rather than the lowest area, and it should have a parapet. See, this parapet will prevent, sometimes you might have heard there was a van going on the road, but unknowingly it went into the well. How the well, they do not know, there is no parapet, right? It should have a parapet, and it should be having a lining. It should line with a brick, it should be lined with a cement. Otherwise many insects and organisms or the worms or maybe invade into the water, correct? And the platform should be very sloped. When the water you are taking, that should be a drain, right? Or the bucket or the hand pump should be there, and should be have a cover. Okay, so what will happen, or sometimes the one day no, we are covering overhead tank, we are having a sources of water in our house, we don't have a well. One time monkey opened that overhead tank and giving bath to one small puppy. It is dipping the water in the overhead tank and covering the cover of the overhead tank, no, plastic tank, and it is giving bath. We cannot do that. So even a cover is there, many animals are making it. If cover is not there, many animals or anything may fall into it or do something, right? So we should have a cover. So what is the quality of the sanitary well? You have to remember. You draw this picture, you remember and write by your own words. You remember when location is 15 meter. All about this, one more is called, everything is there, but consumer responsibility. If the everything is there, separate bucket is there, everything is there, well is there, lining is there, platform is there, drain is there, everything is correct, but the consumer removing this bucket, taking water and go for open field defecation, what will happen? What will happen? He will contaminate with many spores. The another consumer using, he may develop some helmintic infections. It is really wrong. So the consumer responsibility also an important aspects for maintaining the quality of the sanitary well, correct? So now we have seen what is the what is called sources, what is the introduction to environment, what is the in the environmental health we are looking about the must itself physical rather than not viral or anything we are not seeing in the physical. First and foremost important is the water. We have seen about what is the daily requirement of water, what is sources of water, isn't it? And we have seen if the water is being polluted by these viral or anything, what is called, this called water pollution. The how the water pollution is coming, you can write it by the various forms, right? And then water content is increasing also, like a dental fluorosis, cardiovascular disease come. To prevent that, what you have to do, you have to maintain a quality well. That is, quality well is called the qualities of a sanitary well. So you have to describe the qualities of the sanitary well. At last you have to write about the consumer responsibility. Okay, are we taking only from the water? No. The sometimes in nowadays the houses water are supplied by the main sources of supply by the government, right? So they purify the water. So you should, nursing students should be knowing that how do they purify the water. For that reason we are taking you to the water purification plant, correct? So in a water purification plant we are purifying the water. In a house you are purifying the water. So that is called large scale, this is called the small scale. So the purification of the water divided into two: purification in the large scale, purification in the small scale. So purification in a large scale in a village or in a corporate city. So if it is in a village, it will be a slow sand filter. If it is a big cities, you will go for the rapid sand filter, or it is called the mechanical filter. So what is called slow sand filters? The slow sand filter doesn't need any big machines or equipments. What you do is you make these kind of a belts. What is that? First you will store the water. Where do you store the water? The storage of the water, you will be making it like some in the storage you will put big stones, and will be a minimal minor stones, and will be a gravel you will be putting, and afterwards you will be putting a sand. So sand is there, gravel is there, small stones are there, large stones are there, there will be a pipe. So you put the water in a storage. In the storage itself, half of the microorganism will be settled down. Okay, then after this once the stored water in particular place, afterwards the stored water going for the filters. Now I told you how the filters are made up of. The bigger stones, gravels, smaller stone, gravels, and the sand. So this bed the water will be passing. They will stand for some times. So all these will be filtered. This water is 99.9% is the pure water than the mechanical filter water. It doesn't need any big educated person or the engineer to do that. Only skilled person is necessary. So after this storage, I told you, like I tell you, like this one. Okay, you remember like this, like big gravels. There's a pipe will be over here. Then small stones. Then this one, and will be the stand. So this kind of a filters will be there. So the water will be there, and you can this one. So you yourself can do that. Actually, I used to give an activity. Take a 2-liter water can, fill it upside down, and open it. You pour the water, like cloudy water or unclean water. You pour it. It takes time, half an hour, but it will come a clear water. Sometimes some houses and all, no, lead content is very high. These filters are kept in some of the terrace. So they pass this one and remove the lead content. It's very cheap and best method of cleaning, but it takes time. You can supply for only fewer population. One village it will be okay, but big cities you have to go for the rapid sand filters. So what is called rapid sand filters? Where the water sources? Where are they taking? So this is the small amount of water you can take from the pond or anywhere reservoirs. You can give supply to the village, but it is in a rapid sand filter. You does need large amount of the water to metropolitan cities. So what do? Is they take water from the river. So from the river they take it and they will add alum. Big machines. They take the water and they mix in the mixing chamber. They will mix in mixing chamber, and then they go to the flocculation chamber. After going to the flocculation chamber and the sedimentation chamber, it will be passed into. So in this mixing chamber itself, the many of while mixing itself, mostly sedimentation, some will be floating. The flocculation chamber, all this one in the sedimentation, 80 to 90% all the sediments will be settled down. Then once these sedimentation all settle down, it will go to the filters. This is called the mechanical filter. 19 to 18, 20 filters will be there. Each filter, there will be a room, there will be a machine, there will be a pressure will be controlled, engineer will be taking care. So these filter beds will be with sand and anything, but it will be automatically with the control of a machine. The filters are working, not by these filters, man-made filters, correct? So after the filters, nearly a 90% of the water is so pure, and they add the chlorine in it, right? Then will be it go to the clear water. Then chlorine in the form of a gas, sometime they will add it. Then the chlorinated water will be go to the bigger tank or the pipe for the consumption of the people. Clear about it? This is about this. Okay, this is the what we have seen today. Purification of water in two scales. Purification of water in a larger scale. Larger scale itself, two times we have seen. Slow sand filters, rapid sand filters. Slow sand filters made up of by the manual filters for the small village supply. Rapid sand filters for the corporate supply from the big metropolitan cities like Calcutta, Mumbai, Delhi, whatever, Chennai, whatever the big cities, right? So they take water from the biggest reservoirs like the river and other places they are taking. This is the process of this one. What about the purification? Once this water is coming also, what you do in a purification in a small scale? What do you do? The boiling is the best method. This alone may be asked for the 5-mark question. So in that condition, what you have to write? First you list down purification of water in small scale. It is mainly done in the household purification. It is all 100% to kill the microorganism. Main purpose and aim of the water purification is to kill the microorganism to prevent the spread of diseases in the family. Then you can list down what are all the boiling method. First you can write about what is boiling method. Boiling is one of the best method where you will boil the water in 100 degrees Celsius. The spores and all microorganisms will be killed. So you can write it like boiling method. What is the advantages and what is the limitation? Advantages, 100% is a sure water, no diseases will be. It is a very easy method. Everyone can do it very easily. What is the limitation? Maybe the smell of the water may not be good. The taste, sometimes some kind of a sedimentation will be present. You just need to filter after boiling. That is a limitation, right? Not a big disadvantage, just limitation. Also, you can use as a chemical disinfectant. What you can use as a chemicals? Like a bleaching powder, chlorine, iodine, you can use it. So these bleaching powders, chlorine, iodine, all these are the form of a tablet form. I will tell you how you have to measure and how you put these powders. I will teach you later. So these all the things will be helpful to kill the microorganisms in the water, right? Next is the filters. So now before and all we had a handle filters, like one bottle will be there and one container will be there, like a candle, like a substance will be there. We pour the water and we have to wait when these filter will be falling down. But now we are having RO purification, reverse osmosis purification. We have a 5 kind of a filters inside the reverse osmosis. One is for the chemical, one is for remove the other reagent, one is to find out the maintain the pH of this one. These 5 filters, only 1 year, 1.5 year you have to change the filters. So this purification is the best for small family. Also every day they can purify 20 to 30 liters of water and supply for the whole this one. But whatever it may be, even my father used to tell, even you are purifying, we are not sure about it, but even you take the purified water and go for the boiling and drink, so you are 100% sure you will not get infection. Yes, he is always correct. He is correct. So though purification, some spores or whatever may be coming, but boiling it will be killing. So this is about the like advantages, limitation, you can write it, right? Okay, some people are having like some people will be consuming water in a a well. So the well also should be purified, right? How do you well you will be purified? There is a well here in your family. So how do you know what is the amount of the water? I told you you can purify the water by adding some chemical and bleaching powder. How do you know that is a well is there and how much water is there? How you will measure the water in the well? I asked the students. Some students told, ma'am, you take one big stick and put it and measure it. Okay, is it possible to find a big stick? No, I can take one stone and put a thread and I can put it inside the water to measure the thread. So I should know what is the diameter of the well and depth of the water level. So that we have one formula in it. So this volume of the well has to be measured first, then volume of the water should be measured. So the volume in liters, we are measuring in the liters. So this is the formula 3.14. Two more questions they will be asking. Write the well purification formula. So volume in liter 3.14 into d square into h divided by 4 into 1000. So this will be telling 1 cubic meter into 1000 liter of water. So you will find out how many liter of water. So the book says, the park book says that each 1000 of liter of water you have to measure the 2.5 gram of the bleaching powder for 1000 liter of water. So here how lakh 1 lakh is there, or how many grams of the bleaching powder. So in the bleaching powder, can I take and put the powder into the well and like my student told, take a stick and make it? Cannot be. This bleaching powder, when you put it, it will come to your own face, right? So first this bleaching powder has to measure and taken that amount. That has to be liquefy in that this one. There are various method to put this bleaching powder into the well. Either the coconut shell method, we are drinking no coconut, narkale. After drinking the coconut water, this mixed this one a mixed bleaching powder solution has to pour in the coconut, and you put the coconut inside, coconut shell 5 6 7 shells to inside your well. 1 month don't use the well. So slowly coconut bleaching powder will be coming out and disinfect the whole well. Double pot method. What is called double pot method? There will be a pot. In the book they will be given one diagram. There will be a pot over here, here one, this one, and here will be two opening. Here is the bleaching powder. This bleaching powder solution will be slowly come out, then will be dissolved there and slowly will be coming out. So this also double pot method. When you put it inside, slowly it will release, and 1 month you can close the well and you will do it. Okay. So this is about the well purification. Mostly in Kerala, still people are taking water from the well. So that is very important and useful for them. We have a overhead tank. We take the groundwater, fill in the overhead tank. So 3 months once you use the bleaching powder and clean the tank, empty the tank, then you pour the water. And tank water we are supplying to the whole house. Excuse me. Those water can go to the RO plant. Once you RO plant purify and coming, again you boil and use. 100% you are very clear. You will not get any of the waterborne diseases. Clear? Why I am describing clearly? This you have to go whenever you go to the village, educate the people and educate your own family members. Okay, student, I cannot finish all the environmental health. I need water, it's the biggest unit. The other air pollution, all these things I will, in the next video I will tell. So you should learn water is an important question. Many big questions may come, or 2 more questions may come. Sanitary will be a 5 mark question. Water pollution will be a 5 mark question. Water purification will be a 15 mark question will come. Formula for water purification will be come for the 2 mark question. Many one word answers also you can expect from this unit. Thank you.